boxes. I use these. There's another brand called SKD a lot of people like. It's a hard plastic shell. Similar to this, except it has a door that opens. But you know, for me, the storage is really important. So I could spend $4,700 boxes. Yeah, I have my rigging stuff. Got valuable nat jacks in here. There's like DTF and all kinds of other things. The important thing is like for here, you know, you got a place to put your heavy leader coils. Like this is a 130-pound floor. Fits here. A lot of bags, boxes, so I'm not be able to do that. Like that smaller bag, I can't put this in there. So just things to think about. As far as the hooks go, I used to use like a small 3,600 box for my hooks and separate them all and write the sizes on them until one day I dropped it. So I don't do that anymore. So what I do is actually I use a worm binder now, and I put all my hooks in the plastic bags for the plastic worms, but now everything's organized, and like if I drop it, I don't have a million hooks on the floor that I have to sort out. It's not a fun thing. So yeah, I got a lot of my rigging supplies in worm binders. As far as lesson learned, real bags, you need a real bag. Don't plan on not going with a real bag because you need to protect your expensive equipment. Think about it. You have 10 reels. You don't want them to be just hanging around somewhere. So I have a reel bag. I like my actual reels covered in the reel bag so I don't get scratches on them. I mean, you look at the reel. How much are you spending on a Southern California outfit? You could spend $1,200 on a bluefin tuna set. Easily. You work at that, you see it, right? That's easy, right? Also, I always leave my rods. You know, when I'm traveling, I bundle them together. This way they don't get scratched. I know 3 years ago, I was in the hotel, and I dropped one of my rods without this on there. I couldn't use the rod because I broke a guide. The insert cracked, so that rod was done. So really important, just little things, you know. So, as far as hooks go, you're going to need a pretty good assortment. I'd say from number 2 to 4. Now to start on a shorter type of clip, and then you want to get more hooks as you go on. And you're going to need other hooks for like your flat fall rigs and knife jigs. But you know, typical knife jigs. Got an assist hook. You can go treble. You could go big single hook. A lot of the deckhands are appreciating it now. If you go 2 assist hooks on it. Since I know a lot of you are thinking about bluefin all the time right now. You know, the old school ones were the butterfly jigs, so flat balls seem to have fallen out of favor now, but I think they work still. I just want to show you. So this is a heavy one, 500 grams with a big single hook, and a monster system by
That would be bluefin?
Yeah. But the knife jig isn't crazy right now, so it's, you know, the slender style is what the currently cut through the water better. Actually, people were catching on plain torpedo sinkers. How much were they selling them for? Torpedo sinkers with hooks? $40? Yeah, so. Yeah, so yeah, they're like they got trendy, right? So everyone started using torpedo sinkers, and you know by that time I already invested on all these, so it's bad, you know, this fishing thing. I spend a lot of money, but it's fun. As far as like your terminal stuff, yeah, you want to bring pliers, cutters. Don't forget finger tape. You guys ever use finger tape? You want to use that because when you're reeling a rig with your thumb, a lot of times you get these little cuts. And these cuts are annoying because they stay with you the whole trip. So this is finger tape, and you want to check it out. You can have it. Yeah. It's just a sticky tape, like a ace bandage kind of deal. It works pretty well. Now, a lot of times you'll use them on your index fingers and stuff too, because you'll get like blisters and all these little nicks. So always bring that. Like you want your regular diags, your knot. You need a knot puller tool. Jeff has some nice ones. These are knot puller tools to cinch down your leaders. A lot of times, I mean, I use the RP lot a lot just because it's fast, and when you're in the middle of a bite, it's fast. There's other like the Alberto knot, the FG knot, they're all you know, I'd say the FG is pretty strong, but it takes a lot longer to tie. You can also make your own knot pullers, is what I do. I just use a dowel with electric tape. Don't forget, you're gonna bring a lighter even if you don't smoke, or your leader cans and use. I can show you that later. It's too hard to show on this call. So, and then I found some other stuff. I found something that worked really well for me last year. It was, instead of finger tape, it's actually a cutting duty for my thumb. Oh. Reusable. Lasted the whole trip until I lost it. So it didn't last the whole trip. Yeah, it worked really well for me. Yeah, so I'll throw it in. Here's my knot. It was free. I had it in my house already. So you want to bring good split ring pliers, you know, capable. I mean, you're using, you know, split rings up to like 400 pounds. So you want to have some split ring pliers that'll do the job. You're not going to get those $2 ones from Walmart and have them work. And the thing with tackle these days, anyone have a hard time finding salmon stuff? Rods, reels, hooks, flashers. You got to buy stuff as soon as you plan on going on the trip. Because by a month before, it might not be there. Once that bite starts, all the stuff might be gone. You'll have a hard time getting it. You better have friends. So what to bring other than the tackle and stuff? You're going to need a fishing license, California Ocean Enhancement Staff, because you're more than likely you'll be fishing in California waters for bluefin. So make sure you get that. A lot of people forget when they're on the boat. I've seen it more than once. There's Mexican permits. A lot of times the boat will get those. You need to talk to them. Bring a passport on longer trips. And then you want to bring a set of clothes for every day. So for me, it's a lot of shorts. It's so nice fishing down there because I'm not wearing thermals and sweatshirts and a jacket and grundens. I'm wearing shorts, a pair of boots, and a t-shirt, and a hat. It's nice, because it's so cold up here. I'm getting old, I appreciate the warmth now. You want to bring your regular bathroom supplies, shampoo, soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff to shave with, all that stuff. Deck boots, very important. Flip-flops, I love having flip-flops. Just when I'm not fishing, it's nice to just have flip-flops, or if you need to, do something in the middle of the night, you just put your flip-flops on and go get your glass of wine or whatever. Bedding? During COVID, there was no bedding. You had to bring all of it. But now it's usually just a pillow. So you want to call the boat you're going on just to make sure of what you need to bring. Coolers, big important thing here, depending on your trip and what you expect to catch. For me, I bring 150 cord and 120 cord, or two 150s for these trips. Because you catch a lot of fish. I mean, even a short trip, if you catch 200-pound bluefin tuna, that's going to be cool. So, getting there. Do you drive or do you fly? Well, what makes sense? I mean, you have all this. Are you going to fly or are you going to drive? Right? Yeah, plus getting the fish. I think the processor charges $50 for a wax box, and then you got to pay shipping. So it's already $1.75 a pound processing. So add that to it. It's just more money you're spending.